Welcome. What's good, y'all? What's good on a Thursday? 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 I was going to talk about something earlier, but I'm going to give a couple of y'all some minutes to get in, check in. What's up with y'all on a Thursday? Me, you ask? Super rough day, yo. I work in a place where, you know, I work with people who aren't really like me. Right? They don't come from my culture. They don't come from, we don't really have a lot of similar things except for very surface things. You know what I'm saying? So getting along and vibing and talking, it's all good when it's on the surface. You know what I'm saying? But when it come to like real issues, like principle stuff, it becomes a little difficult. You know what I mean? So today was very difficult for me. Straight up. I even told my wife, I'm like, I'm about to quit this joint. But I was like, nah. You you're becoming emotional, bro. Slow down. You're bugging. What are you gonna do if you quit? You're gonna go be an actor? Nah. But today was a rough one, but I'm here, blessed. 8:09 on a Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to have seen another one. And don't mind me rubbing my nose. I don't do hard drugs, and I certainly don't judge people who do hard drugs. That's your business. More power to you. I have some really long, um, you know, nose hairs. I saw a gray one earlier today. He's the longest. He's the longest. So if you see me like that, because I ain't get to him yet, but I'm gonna get to him. I'm gonna get to him. But yeah, man, today was a long, long day. But I want to really touch on a topic. I had a topic I wanted to talk about earlier, but as I went through the day, it kind of changed for me. I kind of want to talk about, can you trust a friend if they're friends with somebody that you're not friends with, specifically somebody that you beefing with? Can you trust that person for real? I'm saying, so I kind of want to touch on that today. I've been ranting all week. If you missed it, you could catch it on somewhere up and down the page. I don't know, but you could definitely catch the rants. All real life stuff, man. All real life stuff. That's the stuff everybody need to hear anyway. All the real life stuff. Not the foolishness, not the AI stuff. Not the AI stuff. You need the real stuff. But yeah, today was a tough one for me though. I work in another state where it's more of like you see the color of my shirt on my hoodie? It's more of that kind of a state, you know? Like the people that voted for people who kind of got this color. Like, you know what I mean? Although I could be considered orange too, but you know what I'm trying to say. And so, they're kind of a different mindset than some people. And, all of the things that's going on, specifically in like Minneapolis right now, or Minnesota, because I don't know if it's Minneapolis, but I know what's going on in Minnesota. And they just have like a totally different view on it. And it sort of upsets me because it's not even a political thing for me. It's really about like a humanity thing, you know? Just using your eye test. Like, what did you see? And if you can't be honest with what you saw, like if you blaming your eyes for lying to you now, then that's a super problem for me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even want to touch on that too much. That's a little too deep. But today, I want to talk about trust, man. How important it is. And you just being friends or having a relationship with somebody and them not being able to be trusted really. Like that's how I be feeling. Like, can you really trust somebody that is friends with somebody you beefing with, or what the people say, your ops or whatever. I'm in my upper 40s. I don't say ops. And no, if you do, that's your business. That's the way you speak, and I'm cool with that. I'm not judging. It's whatever. I'm not judging. I'm not outside. I don't want any smoke. You know what I'm saying? But but yeah, man. Just again, I bring it up because I'm kind of going through that. I got a homie, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And we cool. We cool. And it's a work homie, which makes it even more funny. Like, it's a work homie. But then he's cool with some people that are just not cool. And he be really like ducking and jiving and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you look wild to me. Like, they don't even like you for real. Yet you always he's grinning and smiling and giggling. I'm like, yo, you're bugging, you know? And it kind of make me feel like, yo, I don't even know if I should be talking to you for real. Like, I don't know what you be saying over there. Not that I even give him no real personal biz. What's up? What's up, my G? I don't even really give him no personal business like that. But like, if you can't trust your friend, let me not say that. Let me not say that. I'll say this instead. Are you able to trust your friend if your friend is friends with somebody you got problems with, somebody you got beef with? I would assume it would make it more difficult. Like, how can you trust that person? What can you really tell that person? How open could you really be? Can you bring this nigga to your house? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what happened when y'all have a falling out. Then what? Your business all over the place. Your business is all over the place. I've seen it with my eyes 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? And so it make it real difficult to really trust, you know? Make it difficult to trust. Like, can you trust that person? You know? You know how it go. If they'll talk about them with you, why wouldn't they talk about you with them? Like where's the loyalty? But then again, you know what? You can't really expect loyalty. You can't ask everybody to be loyal or have no expectation on how somebody should be, despite how you might be. You might be loyal. You probably take a bullet for them. You'll probably fight for them and argue for them when they're not there. Meanwhile, they laughing at all the jokes when them people talk about you. They talk about all the jokes, how your nose is big and your beard look like this, and your so and so is so and so. You know what I mean? And they laughing at all. They slapping their knee, and it's mad funny when you're not around. you know. Meanwhile, you out there fighting for this person. You know. So it's just a very difficult thing for me to even. So yeah. So again, I was going to talk about a different topic. It was going to be women's intuition, which I thought was a little bit lighter. But as the day went on and I had to endure what I had to go through over there, I'm like, yeah, I think this is the one. Like, can you trust your friend if your friend is friends with your enemies? If your friend is friends with somebody you don't get along with? You just saw me and this nigga throw hands yesterday. And now you over there with him? I don't know. I don't even know I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. My dude Sean, what's good, bro? That's a tough one for me. What up, King, with the check-in? I'm here, dog. I'm here, dog. Nah, but can you really be cool with some? For example, Sean, you and your homie, y'all walk into the corner store. You see the nigga that was moving funny on the bus. Not saying you take the bus, but you know what I'm saying. You walking past the bus earlier, and this nigga coming off the bus, and y'all giving each other the screw face. And he talking about what? You like, nigga, go ahead with all that foolishness. But later that day now, you and your homie go into the same store, and your homie run over to the same cat that was coming off the bus, and he dap him. Nothing but dap, secret handshake. You know how we go, all this shit. What's up over there? And all of a sudden, how you feeling now? What are you feeling now? How can you feel comfortable knowing that This is your man, but he's super cool with a nigga you got beef with. I was going to talk about women's intuition tonight, but I think because of what I went through earlier, I'm gonna just speak on this tonight. I hope you okay with that, and I hope you're able to chime in. But same problems, private house and pink. Oh, see. So that's my thing. Like we got friends that be beefing with niggas across the street. Should we not be friends with dude across the street? Should I not be friends with dude that live at the next door from me because they beefing? We was balling with dudes we got beef with. That's true. But I think playing sports is different. That's why I think sports is such a vital thing, especially in the neighborhood, because it kind of makes the field level. Like people respect your skill and people respect the game most times. And so the beef is off until the game is over. Then you got to get your bag and run up out of there. Or you got to run in the zigzag pattern because you know so-and-so got a burner. You know how it go. At least one of them always had a burner. You know what I'm saying? But how does that work though? You got problems with Harry, but you roll with I don't know Tommy. You and Tommy is mans, but you don't know that Tommy and Harry is mans. So now me and homie, we looking at each other ready to beef, but he in the middle. How does that work? I don't know their relationship like that. I don't know how cool they are. I can't invite you back to my crib. You can't eat my mother's stew chicken no more, bro. You can't come over the crib no more. You're not sitting down at my mother's table talking about no stew chicken, mom. You're not. That's not your mother. That's not your mother no more. You know what I'm saying? That's not your mama no more, bro. Not the way you've been moving. You know what I'm saying? That don't stop what we have between us. Everyone different. That's true. That's true. But I know for a fact though, like, especially when we was younger, right? Like, again, I just feel like basketball or sports in general kind of, that was the level playing field. You know what I mean? I feel like that took away the beef at least for 2 hours. And then, once the game is over, you got to creep up out of there or you got to run past Flatlands again or whichever side you coming from. But I don't really know how you could like be cool with somebody that got beef with somebody that you I can't be cool with somebody who's cool with somebody I got beef with. And I work with a dude like that. I work with a dude like that. I got me and dude is cool, you know? But then he be over there and he act funny and all that. My man Dave was good. Depends on the problems. But I'm just not kicking it with the op. I'm not joining the beef unless it's really up. I can respect that, but that's grown man shit though. You know what I'm saying? How you doing over there? But again, I work with a dude. Me and him is cool. You know, shit did change after I got my promotion, low key. I ain't gonna lie. When we was both not making no bread like that, we was cool. And then I got called into the office and left with a promotion and a position. It got ugly, bro. Shit got ugly. We wasn't equals no more. You know, it used to go from like, yo, I got half of this banquet. You can have you know what I'm saying? You can have the Salisbury steak banquet joint. I'm gonna eat this chicken nuggets and French fries banquet. We used to be on it like that until it turned into, oh, D got the promote, bro. You treating the Popeyes? Nigga, why would I treat you to Popeyes? Why would I treat you to Popeyes? Popeyes a lot of money. Popeyes is a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? If you was a real fun, I need to be able to trust you. Otherwise, it don't matter. Go on, do your thing. See, I want to trust them though, right? Because again, that's my work, homie. Now I know the difference. I know I'm no fool over here. I'm no fool. Jealousy reared its head. That's how I feel, but I'm no fool. Like to say somebody's your friend and y'all got like a work relationship, that's sticky. Like how much friends? Let me be honest. If they fire me or I quit, I don't call nobody over there. So I don't know how friends we are. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being honest, I don't know how much of friends we are, to be honest. But if he got sick, if something happened to the kids, if his wife left him because he didn't get the promotion that his man's got, then I'd call him like, yo, bro, I know you hurting. My man hiring. Because I'm not living, I don't have the money to lend you. So we're not talking about, hey, what you need. We're not doing that. I got my own shit going on. Look at me. I got my own shit. Look at my hat. That ain't no rich people hat. That's regular people hat. You know what I'm saying? But I'd call up on him like, yo, bro, you know? But now that the nigga got his little promotion and all, like he been acting funny. But he be funny over there. He be funny with them. He do be funny with them. Like, you know, like he'll come downstairs and all that and be talking to everybody, but he'll get to me last. That's funny style to me, bro. Don't mind you, I sit in the middle. So he gotta come around this way and then come back around that way to get everybody else, then come back to me. I'm not feeling that. That look like yo, let me just go say what's up to this nigga real quick. Nah, bro. We're not doing that. People do use the term friends too loosely. You definitely right. You definitely right. Associates is the right word. And it's true. It's true about the beef, right? It's true about, it got to be a level of beef. Everything ain't beef, right? I'm not beefing with nobody at my job. Let me keep it real, right? But you know what I mean by work beef, though. You know what work beef is. Like, you know, nigga I say good morning, this nigga don't say nothing back to me. That could be the beginning of beef, you know? George said, there's some friends from a distance I play blind sometimes. See, so again, so let me just bring it back. He's not really my friend, but he's my work friend, right? Like if I had to look out for somebody, like if everybody in the job was drowning, I I go look for him first, you know. But now I just feel like he moving funny though, you know. So I kind of feel like what I'm gonna do, like how I'm gonna treat him now, because when I see him now, I be shaking my head like, oh no, bro, oh like what you was saying to them just now, over like me and you finished talking, and then you went over there and start whispering now. Feel away. You can't blame me for feeling away. Me and you was talking loud, regular volume. Then you left and went over there, you getting this whispering now. And I'm over here, you know, muting my phone so I can hear like, I know he said Damien? Well, he said Desiree. I don't want to be like that with him. Like I don't want to have to move my hat over my ear so I can hear him good. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that to him. But I just kind of feel like he moving funny. Like we can't be work friends and you work friends with people I'm work enemies with. Let's call it like that. Let's hyphenate everything. Me and them don't get along. You feel what I'm saying? They kind of look at me like I'm militant. Like, oh, this nigga don't never. Yeah, I don't never. I don't really, you know, I don't like y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? And I like everybody. But I don't really, you know what I mean? I don't like y'all like that. And it's cool. We don't got no beef. I don't mind holding the door for you. A friend of my enemy is my enemy. I got where me I talk about star. You feel me? I wanted somebody to just come straight out and say it. But like my man Dave said too, though. Dave was like, yo, it depend on the level of beef. So because we in the job, we in the workplace, what could the levels really be, right? Like, I'm not gonna not come to work. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they got me so afraid I'm not gonna come to work. Or I gotta go to the back entrance. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. But it's beef enough to where like, I'm not holding the door for you if I go in before you. Like, you know what I mean? Like I just feel like I'm gonna swing it all the way open, and if you catch it, you catch it, and if you don't catch it, you don't catch it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, that's yeah. I'm not running. Like I'm not going to the back entrance to go to my job, to go to my desk. We're not doing that. I'm not going to the bathroom with a chaperone. Like we're not on none of that. You feel me? Like I'm not running to my desk, bro. So it ain't beef like that, but it's work beef. Like, nigga, I'm not holding the door for you. I'm not saying good morning to you. You know what I'm saying? If it's the last coffee cup, the little K cup joints, and me and you in there, and the both of us want coffee, guess who getting the coffee first? Me. I don't care about none of that. Even if I had coffee already, I'm petty. Yeah, you know? I'm taking the other coffee cup home. I'm taking a K cup to the crib. What happened? That's the kind of level of beef we on. You know, I know y'all be snake. I know y'all go into HR. He's always rapping that Tupac and that Biggie Smalls. You know what I'm saying? He's always listening to that boot camp click. You know, that hip hop parade thing. And I know they be in HR talking about me. I know they be in HR talking about me. He always smacks his lips when he eats his chicken and watermelon. You know what I'm saying? Gotta stop it, think higher level, boss. Hey, listen, I agree. I agree with you. But don't start it with me though. Bro, listen, I'm growing, but I'm not grown. Can we do that? I'm in the act of growth, but I ain't reach. I'm trying to think higher. But when you outnumbered, you know, you're fighting for your life. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I don't want nobody to really like, let me be honest. I wanna be not friends. I wanna have a calm, peaceful environment where I work, like everybody else. Unless you're I don't know. You want a cool environment. You wanna be you wanna say good morning, and somebody says, "Hey, how are you?" And you're like, "I'm good. How are you?" You know, you want to, but I'm with the foolishness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And when I say with the foolishness, I mean wholeheartedly. 10 toes, as the children say. All in. Head first into the foolishness. I mean, everything. Coat on. Helmet down. Into the fire with the foolishness. That's me. Put your headphones on and listen, my headphones is on every day, right? But it got to be in transparency mode because, people be asking me shit. I'm kind of important over there, a little something. Not very, but a little. And so they come up to me. And so I got to have my transparency shit on. But when I have my transparency shit on, they always gossiping and whispering. That shit do something to my spirit, bro. The gossiping and the whispering be upsetting my spirit. Yeah, I know what I mean. You don't have to be West Indian to understand that. The gossipy, childish shit be disturbing my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Look how it's a reunion up here, though. Look how it's a reunion up here, though. Shout out to everybody up here, old and new. You know? And I'm looking for help, and y'all, everybody like, oh, hey, look who it is. I'm begging you guys. Bro, as the music stop, their gossipiness come through. I'm trying though, Sean. Let me not keep giving you answers, bro, because 2025 was my year of excuses. 26, no excuses. All accountability. Am I wrong sometimes? Yeah, I'm wrong sometimes. I don't want to say that I be retaliating. And I don't want to say they be starting it first. And I don't want to say they initiated it. So I'm not going to say it. Because I don't want to say that. But if it was last year, I'd be like, yo, they started it. They won't stop. They started it. They be picking on me. I be keeping it G. I don't say nothing. I don't go to HR. I don't beef. I just give them what they're looking for. But I would say that if this was last year. But it's this year, so I won't say that. They thinking I'm the meanest at work. If I don't like you, I don't mix. That's what I'm saying. But we all kind of sit around each other, though. You know what I'm saying? We all kind of sit, like they sit in a, like, let me not say a circle, because then it sound intimidating. It ain't really like that. But we all sit in this boxy sort of shape where like I'm sort of in the middle so everybody could sort of make a beeline to me. And part of the reason is I'm younger than them, believe it or not. And they've been there longer than me. And so maybe that's another, man, I don't wanna say, I don't know, bro. I don't know. You know? But how is it if you don't rock with everybody, you're labeled rude? Oh, you ain't talking to me. Yeah, that's true too. Because people want to create a narrative. It's the narrative. Bro, but real quick, let me just ask you though. So if me and you having a conversation, we speak in regular tone, and we just having regular conversation, and then you leave me and you go 15 feet behind me and talk to somebody else, and y'all whispering, what I'm gonna feel? Am I too? Tell me. I don't mind. Listen, I'm all about reflection. This is not 2025. It's 2026. I don't mind changing me. I don't mind working on the inside. Intimidating, huh? I don't mind working. Listen, I don't mind working on me. But the whispering to me after me and you just finished talk, come on, son. Come on, son. We talking about our, you know, colonoscopy appointment that's coming up. We talking like men, like almost 50-year-old men. You know what I'm saying? We talk about our gut health. We talking. We talking. Yo, my sciatic, son. Oh, my whole sciatic. I'm not that type of dude. I'm walking right up and asking, what we talking about? Yeah, I ain't doing that because you know why? Maybe, and I don't know for sure. So I don't want to assume. But let me just say this. Where I'm at, believe it or not, I'm the darkest one in the room. Me. Me, half Chinese. You see my skin. Quarter Chinese. But it's the same way. And so I can't just go up to them because I'm gonna be aggressive. I'm gonna be aggressive. I'm the darkest. I'm like Shaka Zulu. Plus, y'all know I'm more Huey P than Billy D. You know, at work, I'm not like, hey, code 45. I'm not doing none of that. It's like, yo, good morning, everybody. Like, they don't even have. You wild, my daddy full black, which make me off top half black. But anyhow, they're not even celebrating Martin Luther King Day. Now I was gonna take it off, but I need the day. I need the days. I need the days. So you know when I go up in there, it's a lot of this on Monday. What? A lot. I'm bringing a Afro pick. You feel where I'm going with this? I'm bringing an Afro pick to work. I'm gonna be blasting Dr. Umar in the background, bro. You know what I'm talking about? It's gonna be a lot of that. Straight up. I'm black as shit on Monday. Excuse my language. That's what I'm trying to say. And so you already the blackest one in the room. You walk up to them, yo, y'all good? I heard my name. You say Damien or Desiree? What you say? You see what I'm saying? So you can't do that because you know what time it is. They call ICE. They're not calling the county sheriff's office. Doing none of that. They're calling ICE. Not Ice Cube, not Ice T. They call it ICE to get you up out. Hello, ICE? Yeah. Huey P. Newton walked up asking us if we're good. We don't even know what that means. We don't know it if you're. We were good until he came up to us. You know that. You know that. You know that. You know that. It's scary. And that's another thing. So I am kind of low key intimidated due to the geographic location where I am. You know? Not really not really who's like not really the demographic of the people I'm in there, even though they're deep. It's like 80%, 85% up in there. Which is cool. You know me, I love everybody. I love everybody. But the numbers is the numbers, bro. The numbers is the numbers. You know? It's like it's to be honest, it's probably 8-1, you know, if I'm being honest. And the other homie, the same homie I'm talking about who I feel like I can't trust now, he be shucking and jiving, bro. He be shucking and jiving, bro. I be wanting to like really pull him to the slide and slap him like, yo, what's up with you? They gonna have you dancing soon, nigga. How much watermelon you gonna eat? Put the chicken down, bro. Use my language. I'm working on myself. I told y'all that the other day. I've been ranting because I'm getting it out. I'm going through withdrawal. All of the sin coming out. You know what I mean? So I'm trying. So if you hear cuss, act like you ain't hear it. I'm working on me. You don't hear me talking about nobody. Except for this coon. Like, what's up with him? So I just don't know who to trust. It's just difficult for me. It's just difficult. I have 3 male Indian bosses that do not respect women, and I give them fever every day, but I have a different kind of job. And you know, I heard Indian men got an issue with women. Like they don't really, and I don't want to speak for all of them because I don't know all of them, right? But I kind of heard like they're very chauvinistic in a way. Like they don't even look at the women when the women be talking. It's like, yo, who that? Who girlfriend? Who wife is that? Will y'all take her out of here? Security? But it's wild to me. So I don't know how to feel about it. So I got some thinking to do. You know what I mean? But before y'all leave, I want to segue real quick. Can we do that? Let me segue. Let me segue real quick. I want to talk about the infamous, destructive, vicious, what they would call rebound. I know the rebound I'm talking about. Rebound as in I was with somebody for a good while. It was deep. Pause. Because you know you can't say deep. Not no more. Not in 26. You can't say deep. I told you I stopped eating bananas, right? You can't even say you can't. Can you say banana? You can't. Listen. They catch you eating a hot dog. They'll take you to the gay club. They give you some beads and some lip balm, lip whatever it is, and they walk you right over there wherever it is at. But anyhow, I digress. The rebound, the one where you had somebody for a good long time, y'all broke up, and 2, maybe 3, maybe even 4 months later, you started dating somebody. You started dating somebody. Beads and lip balm, you know it's a fact. You start dating somebody. And before you know it, it's deep. You can't get enough of this person. Everything about them. The nigga beard smells so good. Smell like tea tree oil. And oh my God, his nails is even clean and they're not even long. Like how my last dude was. And his house smelled good. I mean, behind his bathroom door was a little dusty, but the rest of his house, I love it. Or fellas, y'all too. You in something for 8, 9 years, you get out, you find a new job, and at the new job, there's a new girl. And that new girl sees a new guy, and that's you. And she sees the new guy, and y'all make eyes. It's on now. It's on now. Right? Easter weekend is here, so y'all off maybe Monday or so, I don't know what day. And so it's a long weekend, and y'all make plans. Hey, You looking nice. Want to do something? Yeah, I want to do it. You want to do it with me? Yeah. And y'all make plans. And y'all have your first kiss. And now you can't get enough of Shorty. And she giving you the same rhythm that you want her to give. And you want to give that rhythm. You know why? Because you got warm side of the bed syndrome. You ain't had nobody next to you for 3, 4 months. You've been like this, killing yourself. Excuse me. I hope y'all don't ban me for that. I didn't mean it in that way. Hurting yourself. You can't even say that, right? I don't know. I'm new to this. Facebook, forgive me for it. I don't know the rules yet. I got to read the guidelines. But you find yourself with somebody new after leaving somebody you was with for 7, 8, 9 years. And now it's the rebound. You want to marry this person. This person means everything to you. They smell good and they talk good and they walk good and everything good. Everything good. And the warm side of the bed syndrome is a real thing. It's a real thing. And that's why so many people get hurt in so many relationships because they don't really get over the last one to get into the new joint. Men too. Men ain't exempt when it comes to that. Men ain't all, I've been in that. Yes, me. Yes. Believe it or not. I've been in the warm side of the bed syndrome. I didn't know it at the time though. Thought I was a gallus. Thought I was outside. Thought I was reliving, doing a lot of this. Outside. Got it in control. Until she don't got no mattress, but she got a bed frame. And she needs a mattress. And you have an air mattress. And she's sleeping on the bed frame. And she got a bad back and she's sleeping on the frame. And she needs a mattress. And you walk your boy and you walk that air mattress all the way up there. So you know where if you out here. And you give her the air mattress. And you just give and give and give and give and never get it back in return. And men go through it too. Ladies, y'all know y'all do it. Y'all know y'all do it. You get with a new dude, he's taller than your last guy. Huh? And he smell better than your last guy. And you can't wait to tell your last guy how you got a new man. You bum, you bum ass nigga. You know how y'all talk. Got me a real man now. Unemployed as hell. Toenails not cut. Bottom of his foot dry and cake up. You know what I'm saying? 2 baby mothers before. You nigga cheated on both of them simultaneously and then got with you. That's the real man you talking about. I can't relate to this one. Well, I hope not. I hope not. And I'm back with the ex. I see I treated me better, simple, leaving the past in the past. You said months. Speaking mine was never noticed. Listen, I'll be honest. I got with somebody right after being in a long-term joint, and I got with somebody relatively quickly, but it wasn't supposed to be deep. And I think for men, a lot of the times it's that. I don't think it's supposed to get deep. I just think you sort of fall into that, but I don't want to make excuses for nobody else. And ladies, let's keep it real. I'm not letting y'all off the hook. If it don't apply, let it fly. But I'm not letting y'all off the hook. Women are good for this. Women are good for getting a new dude to get over the old dude. And because you're so traumatized from the old dude situation, you let all of the red flags in the new situation become flowers. They're now roses. They're no longer red flags. He's giving you roses, not these red flags. You can't, he won't pick up the phone after 8 o'clock. Red flag. Why can't he pick up the phone after 8 o'clock? Why do you think? Oh, he's always free all day. Why do you think? You think he works nights? Is that why he can't answer his phone? Just took the tattoo off yesterday, King. Salute. Salute. It be like that, and I'm proud of you, and I'm happy for you. Her loss. She don't deserve you, bro. Her loss. But I'm keeping it a bean. I'm keeping it a bean, though. So all of these red flags that homie showing you, you can't call him after 8. I mean, what is this? What is this? His cell phone minutes gonna go through the roof? Nigga, this ain't back in the day. This ain't 20 years ago. We in 2026. You can't call him after 8 o'clock? We live in a halfway house? He shared a phone? He home all day? No matter what time of the day? He's never busy. That's what you're saying? He's never busy? I mean, come on. I mean, come on. Stop. What are we doing? Those are not roses. Those are red flags. Somebody quote me on that. If you're going to post that, just put my name under it. Show me some love. But if it's not red flag, it's not roses. It's red flags. And what y'all do? Y'all take him in and y'all pick him up from the job interview because you ain't picking him up from work. And you pick him up from the job interview and you drop him off at the bus station so he could go see the first baby mother for Saturday and the second baby mother for Sunday. And you pick him up from the bus station to bring it back to halfway house or your house because you missed him. And because for some reason his phone was dead all weekend. It's so weird. You couldn't reach him, so you really miss him. Isn't that so weird? What's up, D? It's so weird that when you drop them off at the bus station Friday to see his baby on Saturday, and then the other baby, who's only born 3 months after the first baby, to see her on Sunday or him on Sunday. And then when you picked him up, you couldn't wait to jump in his pants because he's not going to help you pay the bills. Doesn't work. You bought that $55 ticket down to DC. You bought that $55 ticket down to PA. You bought that $180 ticket down to Florida. You did that. He ain't do that. You sent them down there without a charger. The boy got everything except for a charger for his phone. Hmm? You're a grown woman. Hmm? That's not a rose. That's a red flag. That's a red flag, D. I ain't lying. But what we do, because we got warm side of the bed syndrome, we dying to spoon. We dying for somebody to hold me close, huh? You're dying to be the little spoon, ain't you, lady? Huh? You're dying for somebody to just hold you tight and tell you how they love you so, huh? Instead of looking for the red flags. How can you be born in the 70s and the early 80s and you don't care if he works? Man, what kind of person are you? Get a dog. That's right. You don't need no person. You don't need no man. Well, let me pull it back. I'm talking crazy. Let me just get a dog. You need a man, but you need a good man. The air quotes, right? Let's keep it a bean. Yeah, you can get you a dog and all that. But what people do specifically if they was in a long-term relationship or something very heavy, but mainly a long-term relationship. We looking for somebody to fill that side of the bed. We looking for somebody to hold you close, to throw their foot over you. Let's keep it real. Everybody love a foot over them. Even me. As big as I am, 220, 6'1". I like a good foot. I like a good thigh over mine. I like a good arm over my joint. Everybody does. Keep it a bean. But what we do is disregard the red flags until it's way too late. Until the pushing that he used to do, like that hard slap he used to do when he laughed, turned into a push to get out of his way, turned into a push into the wall, turned into something dangerous. Same thing with the men. Same thing with, listen, I used to be an idiot. I used to be an idiot. I was in a long-term joint. It ended. Got with somebody in about like relatively quick, like a month. Listen, I just want to be honest. 30 days passed. Let's keep it being. I don't want to. I don't want to make it sound like, oh, I really fought tough. I didn't fight tough. It was about 30 days. But again, it was supposed to be just a thing. You know, just a thing. As long as a song. As long as that thing should have been as long as a song. Nah. Nigga started saying foolishness. I'm in love. Idiot. Can you be in love? This girl know everybody. This girl know everybody. The girl knew everybody. She was friends with all of them. You feel me? All of them. She would say things like, I'm going to a networking party. What in the diddy? Listen, I don't know. I don't know. You feel me? I don't know. But you can't get with somebody who know everybody. You can't. You can't. You never be happy. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. You can't get with somebody who know everybody. And let me tell you, it took me a long time to get over it. And I already knew it wasn't good. I was being used. And you know when you say it out loud to yourself, like you getting ready, you looking in the mirror, and you saying the truth to yourself. And then you come back with, you don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. This going to be the last time. This going to be the last time. I'm putting my foot down. You're going to hurt your foot because the money that you should have spent to buy your shoes, you gave to her. You let her pay her rent with it. You let her buy her baby clothes for school with the shoes that should be on your feet. So now when you stomp your foot going to hurt. So don't put your foot down. Keep it up. You deserve it, you dummy. Let's keep it a bean. And all of this ties back to the warm side of the bed syndrome. That feeling of being incomplete. That feeling of being unloved. Right? Similar to like a daddy issue or a mama issue almost. You know, you got man issues. You know? Even the ones who are doing the using, they got issues too. They got daddy issues too. Daddy wasn't there, so now you out here calling everybody daddy. Your daddy was outside trying to provide for your mother, and now you got daddy issues, so now you calling everybody daddy. Everybody daddy now. Aka's daddy, mailman daddy, Uber driver daddy, train man daddy, everybody daddy, 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 daddy. You feel me? And you out here hurting good dudes who just want to take care of you. But even still, them good dudes too. They got issues. They didn't reconnect with themselves as an individual. They was still in a relationship with a ghost, if you will. You see what I'm saying? They was in a they was in a relationship mind state. You know? They was never really single all the way. They was in a relationship mindset. So the person they got with, they already in their mind made them their girlfriend or their boyfriend and put them in a relationship category instead of you single and you getting to know yourself. Instead of going to the friggin' library, you know, instead of doing charity work or working with the kids, them, you out here looking cooch. You out here looking cooch. Now, look what Cooch got you doing. Cooch got you taking your kids' Capri Suns and giving it to her. For her kid to go to school. Now your kids ain't got nothing to drink. And you and they're like, you know, let's stick it out, guys. I'm gonna get you a mother if it takes it, the last of me. I'm gonna get you a mom. Crazy. Same thing with the women. Same thing with the women. Out here robbing Dwayne Reed and Rite Aid and, pushing a whole bunch of razors and condoms and shit in the bag to take home. Because this nigga can't afford to buy none. Quote of the day. I wonder how you pin it. How you pin? Because I don't be knowing. How you pin that? I don't know what to do. Hold on. Pin it. You have to know yourself to know what you want. Hello. Message. Hello. Is that not a fact? People don't want to hear that they were used or they indulged in a rebound relationship. People don't really want to hear it, and I get it. Because you kind of indict yourself like, oh, I wasn't thinking and whatever. And, it's like that. Everybody plays the fool. What I said earlier, no exception to the rule. True. You could be a gallus and then a woman come along and break your heart into pieces. You never recover. Same thing with the women out there. You're using everybody's daddy. Everybody's a sugar daddy. You out here getting it. You outside. You got greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, Gucci, Doochie, boots, everybody. You got everything. You name it. You name it. And then that one dude come along, mash you up good. Mash you up good. It's true. It's true. I think the worst thing for a I don't even think cheating is as bad as when you indulge in a relationship where it's a rebound relationship. Like that quick relationship, the 3-4 months joint, 5 months right after your last joint. I think that's more detrimental than somebody cheating on you. Because yeah, it's a trust thing, but it's like, yo, listen, it ain't gonna work or we gonna work on it. But when you get with a rebound, you don't even know it's a rebound. You're not going into it like, yeah, I'm gonna get me a rebound. This ain't basketball, nigga. What do you mean you gonna get your Nobody goes into it like that. You go into it thinking, again, I'm gonna speak for me. I can't speak for nobody. It wasn't supposed to be deep at all. It's supposed to be normal, normal. It was supposed to be as long as a song. Turned out to be a whole catalog. A bunch of Jay-Z hits. Lasted way too long. And leave you broke like a joke. Mashed up. Picking up the pieces. With a whole broom and dustpan. Just keeping it real. So for me, I think after you come out of a relationship, I think I don't really like to give advice because what do I know? I'm not that old wise man. I don't know nothing. But I will say this. When you come out of a relationship, you got to take time. You got to spend 5, 6, 7, a year maybe. And I know it's boring. Ladies, buy batteries, man. Buy batteries. Homies, go to the gym, work on your grip, bro. Change your life. I'm just saying. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm saying me. I'm saying me. You feel me? It was supposed to be pink cookies in a plastic bag getting crushed by buildings. I mean, hey, listen. What I'm saying is when you come out of a relationship, take your time. Even if you want to do you, if you get what I'm saying, do you. But don't invest in trying to fix nobody. Don't sell yourself short because what we'll do is settle. Right? Like we'll go, it ain't that bad. Would you drink milk if it wasn't that bad? Let's keep it real. Would you drink milk if it wasn't that spoiled? Right? Would you eat the food if it wasn't that old? Probably not. So when you come out of a relationship, take your time before you get into another joint because you don't want to settle. And I think a lot of the times, especially with rebounds, we'll settle. Oh, he ain't as bad as the other dude. I don't mean he's good though. You know what I'm saying? And then again, we'll overlook the red flags for roses. Like, oh, it's so cute when he yell. He got that little wrinkle in his nose when he yell. What? Ridiculous. Oh, I like that little vein that come out when he scream. Oh, girl, when he slammed me up against that wall and choked me, I love that, girl. Abuse. What are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? And so we'll start to like overlook these things and make the red flags into roses. You can't do that. You can't do, fellas, same thing. You out here showering shorty with everything. You paying for her kid to go to private school. Meanwhile, your kids don't got no shoelaces. Your kids ain't got no shoelaces, and you helping her pay for her daughter track meets or whatever. Her daughter want to do dance and karate, and you out here borrowing from your mother to help her pay for the dance and karate. Meanwhile, your kids ain't got no shoelaces. Your kids ain't got no zipper on a winter coat. And you out here paying for extracurricular activities for the girl. You know what I'm saying? Just so she'll love you. Just so she'll love you the way you want to love her. That's the I'm still in a relationship mentality. You ain't never really been single for real. You got to get all the way single. You got to detox. You got to detox. You know what I'm saying? You got to detox. You got to get all the relationship stuff off of you and start over. Stop telling yourself it ain't that bad. Then you could do better. You know what I'm saying? Again, you wouldn't drink not that bad milk, right? This goes back to just having some respect for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put yourself first as far as how you going to live your life going forward. You know, we was talking about, can you trust the friend that's friends with the enemy? I'm cutting homie off. I was thinking about it as I was talking. He's gone. Hey, bro. Let me treat you to lunch. I want to talk to you about something. Hey, what's up, bro? Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. As a man, I like you and all that, and we cool and all that. I kind of look at you like family. Nah, maybe not family, but like, you cool. But I see you talking to so and so and so and so, and because I don't really rock with them, bro, it kind of make me uncomfortable. And so, just to keep us on a cool level, I just want to let you know, like, I'm probably like not really hang with you like that no more and all that. But we don't got no beef. I just want you to know that. Me and you still cool. You know what I mean? Just we can't really hang and all that simply because, you kind of rock with them, and I hope you can understand. Find your way back to the job because I'm not, and that'll be that. But as far as the rebound joint, you just gotta be firm in like, yo, you don't have to be in a relationship. You don't need somebody to validate you. You don't need nobody to make you feel special. You know what I'm saying? The rebound is a dangerous thing. So if you coming out of a relationship or you've been out of one for a while, get to know yourself before you get into something else because you don't want to look like no fool. Again, don't turn the red flags into roses. They're not roses.